can agree with that. I mean, yeah, it makes sense to at least have a dual boot. You know, not having a dual boot in this system makes me very nervous because of what I'm going through right now. You know.
With that point mentioned, uh, what I've told you, what I've got my current mic, headphone, game and streaming that I'm
Hmm.
currently watching you off of. I've got Windows 10 Fall Creator that I'm told you earlier what I was into working
Hmm.
with that, and I've got regular. Well,
Hmm.
no, I've got Windows 10. I've got Windows 10 Pro, and the Fall Creators Edition that I've actually got kind of that I can actually with the Linux
Hmm.
overriding that, I can actually jump from OS to OS.
Now you can
With
jump to OS for without rebooting.
yeah,
How do you do that? With a VM
well,
or
it's it's a little complicated to try to even explain on
hmm.
uh, without having to sit down and actually walk it through step by step. Personally, being right side by side, chair side by side, walking you through everything, having you to walk through it and then redo it over so you can
Now
get used to it.
you have to have a pretty
But
powerful system to do that, right?
no, 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 no,
Really?
no, no, no. That's just no, 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 no. It's
Well, we're not talking about VMware like Narc was just mentioning. You could run Win 7 or Win 10 in a virtual machine. Um,
exactly and virtual. See, that's to be the short of it. That's what you're doing. You're putting it into a virtual drive.
hmm.
Okay, this is beautiful thing about Linux. You can create in Linux where see this is where the Windows 10 Creators Edition, especially the Fall Creators Update, has tried to match what Linux has had for years.
See, I have a stigma with virtual drives. Let me tell you what it goes all the way back to the days of the earlier Mac OS, because what they had was they had RAM disks. I don't know if you remember those.
Yeah, yeah, yep, yep.
And so essentially, you would have your data on there, but as soon as you shut down, your RAM disk was gone, and you didn't have anything that I mean, if you didn't copy it, you were out of luck. It was gone. So do I understand that this is different? I mean, is this something that I've not familiarized myself with?
You need to research it a little bit, buddy, and try to.
Jumping from OS to
Do,
OS
do
without a
you
reboot.
you don't have dual PCs, do you?
When you mean dual PCs, you mean do I have more than one PC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a Lenovo sitting next to me right now that is a i5. It's not the greatest. It's running Windows 10. It's running Windows 10
That's
prior to
what I'm saying.
Creator.
That's see you could actually see this is just it. You could take that drive
Hmm.
out of that, take your SD out of the PC you're streaming and gaming with, and place that drive in that PC,
No, I
and
can't because
go
this
into
is
your accounts and then download the games you just want to play and reinstall install Steam onto it and actually be up and running.
wait. When you say I can put in it, you're not saying I can physically put the SSD in it because I can't. This is a hybrid.
No, no, I'm talking about take the SSD that you have the Fall Creators Edition out of the PC that you're on right now that you're having problems with, and
Uh-huh.
place the HDD or the drive. Because see, the connections are basically the same where HDD hooks up, whether it be hybrid or not, whether it be even a laptop drive. You can actually connect it to a PC. You could actually
But wouldn't I need to do that via USB?
you could make it an external.
Because this this
Yeah.
this hybrid, it only uses a PCI SSD basically. That's all it's got room for.
Well, yeah. Well, it's yeah. Basically, I understand what you're saying, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can use your USB with the adapter, but the same adapter you could just took it straight in. I mean,
But if I were to
even
do
with
that, I would
Molex
lose.
or
See, the thing is if I were to do that, I would lose the power that I've got from this gaming PC, from this
yeah,
AMD system.
you lose some boot time.
I'd lose some boot
It
time.
would slow down your boot
Let
time.
me see if okay. First of all, let me address what Narc just said here. a bit ago. He says he's not heard of anyone jumping from OS to OS without reboot or using a VM. It is VM?
Yes. See, this is where the difference between uh, trying to develop or create your own. See, I, I don't know how to actually explain this. I mean, it's really truthfully, it's kind of like I said, it's kind of hard to put into words without being physically there, showing somebody how to do it. It's
Mhm.
I've
Okay,
I
well,
have two drives
okay,
hooked up right now.
okay. Are
All
they
I've got to
networked?
do
Are the two drives networked?
stacked.
Okay.
And once I mean through my bias on my board,
Mm-hmm.
I stack and by actually accessing that or having that open stack drive stack network,
Okay.
I can actually jump from one PC to the other, from one drive to the other without the only thing that is difference between not rebooting is the major lag glitch between jumping from one to, which I'm still trying to develop. See, this is something I've been trying to develop for quite a while on my own,
Mm-hmm.
and several other people are out there doing the same. So, I've been diving into development work and as it's called dev work for quite some time, and it's all pretty much personal. I've got a lot of stuff set up personal that it's just like right now, my network, my IP, my service provider, or nobody else online anywhere can see my other PC actually connect to my service. Period.
Hmm. Interesting.
It's totally I've got it so partitioned off that no one can see it. Period.
Okay, so going back to what you were suggesting I do, tell me again what it is you're suggesting and what is the benefit again?
Uh, which you talking about the drive out of your other
Right,
PC going into that one and actually installing Steam and your games
right, right.
there.
Because I already have Steam installed on
Okay.
the SSD on the hybrid. That's how I was
Okay.
streaming. That's originally how I was streaming before I upgraded to the system.
So let me ask you this: do
Mm-hmm.
you have that connected to your router?
Only via Wi-Fi.
Is it online?
At the moment, it's off. I don't have it on.
But it is connected to your router.
It can access the router. Yeah.
Wi-Fi, whatever. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, if you can open that and go into your Steam account and
Mm-hmm.
actually open up a game and
Okay.
see it open and run before you actually try to transfer that drive. You
Well,
see
here's
what
the
I'm saying?
problem. This isn't a very powerful enough system. It's an i5 system, so there's certain games that aren't going to be able to run at high settings, etc. This and that, which
Just as
I,
low as it
you know,
opens, just as low as it opens, and it's you get into it. It, all we're looking at to see if the drive is capable of actually opening the game
well,
through Steam on
I
that drive.
mean, if we're talking about PUBG, I've never played PUBG on this computer, so I
Well,
wouldn't
I mean,
really be able to tell you.
any Steam game. You remember the problems you're having on the drive system you're running now.
Right.
See if we
Well,
can get
it
that
wasn't.
one right.
Let's just make something clear, though. It wasn't any Steam game. It was only one or two particular big, demanding Steam games, which was Star Trek, PUBG, and the other one that I told you about. What's it called? Already forgot, and I don't have it on here. Let me see.
Let's see.
Um,
I got it right here.
you know the name. I have to reinstall CS:GO too. Jeez.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Machine. Yeah, none of those would play. When I went to run Broken Age, it was no problem. Now, when I went to go run the other one, that now I can't remember the name of that one either. Shit. It was some flight game, space flight game, which was an online game that ran too. So clearly there is some kind of an issue going on that's related to, I don't know, maybe graphics driver. Although I can't say for sure, but Narc might remember. Narc, do you remember the day that I had to reinstall my AMD GPU drivers? And I just said, oh, yeah, I reinstalled that and the problem was solved and everything was good. And did we play PUBG after that? I'm pretty sure we did. And if we did, then it's definitely not going to be the Radeon driver. That's the issue. So there's a new issue here. It's a little too coincidental that it's happening right after the Creator Fall update. I think there's something going on with Windows preventing me from being able to play these games. And Steam doesn't seem to be the issue because I reinstalled Steam. Not sure of the date, but I think we may have played PUBG, but not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like last week or something, and I said, yeah, you know, I was having this issue, and then we played PUBG afterwards. So I'm quite certain it's not going to be the GPU driver unless the GPU driver is not playing well with the Fall Creator update.
Tell me this: when did you actually update to Fall Creator?
Yesterday. Yesterday. Wait, I posted to the forum yesterday. You know what? It's actually 2 days now. I think it was 2 days ago.
Yeah, run your look. Can you open up your GPU settings and see if it's up to date?
Yeah, I'll check it right now.
Just what you just said, cause see, I had to re-update my driver too as well.
Okay, so let's see. All right, system. Radeon version 17.7. Radeon settings.
Just see if you can run an update.
Well, let me see if it's calling for an update because at the moment it looks like it's up to date. Notifications. You have no notifications.
Just go to settings and see if you can run an update.
Now I'm in the actual AMD Radeon settings,
yeah.
and I'm not seeing anywhere here that.
Just try to force it to run an update.
I don't see where I can do that. I'm looking at preferences, about. Normally there would be a place here that would show global settings. Let me try mouse over here and see graphics profile.
Do you have it set for automatic updates?
I'm looking. More. Global graphics. Okay, back out of there. Preferences, system, video. Oh, not video. Display, maybe display.
You may have to uninstall, reinstall the update as well, just like Nart was saying. Yeah, the update may have
corrupted the GPU drivers. That's a very big possibility. I hadn't thought of that.
You should still be able to open Steam and actually open a game. It shouldn't stop you from actually opening the game. It shouldn't crash out. But then again, NVIDIA has been kind of shaky on that here lately too. So yeah, it's try to uninstall your latest driver and reinstall it. I'll be right back. I'm still here.
I think that's going to require a reboot, so that would mean I have to kill the stream.
It should.
I've had to in the past. Advanced setup. Let's see. I don't even have an option for uninstall at the moment. I'll have to go to programs and features and apps and data, whatever. Let me see. Wow. This is just too much of a headache. Settings. Apps. Let's see. Radeon, AMD software, AMD settings. No, I think it's gonna be Radeon. Radeon. There it is. No, see it. That's really That is kind of weird. I don't see why it's not.